Okay. Yep. There we go. Yep. So I'm gonna copy it. I'm just gonna have to do this live. There we go. Oh geez. I need my phone. Copying that. I'm gonna post it in here. Post it into the chat. There we go. Aha. Okay. So now I think you guys should be seeing what I'm seeing. Go. I think I'm seeing. Oh, well, there we go. I think I'm seeing. Oh, well, there we go. Nice. I think I see someone's here. Type in the chat if you see it, because this is my first time streaming live here, guys. I think you're seeing what I'm seeing. Endless corridors, right? Okay. I'm going to pull it up on my tablet here. Just so I can read while I can read your guys' comments while. I don't know where YouTube is on my tablet. Well, this is off to it. Yes, Matthias. Hey, how's it going? There we go. I just want to be able to read the comments, right? So I can talk directly to you guys. Yep. Okay. Here, I'll pull up Alex's picture here while we wait. This is so we're gonna go through it, right? And I'm gonna talk about each picture. You know, give everyone a proper, congratulations, and then at the end of it, as everyone voted, we'll do the live draw. So go. Okay. Now I just need to figure out how to pull this up on my tablet. Where's chat? I don't see the chat. I'm glad I can see you guys. Thanks for letting me know, Matthias. That's great. Why is this so much harder than I thought it would be? Of course, I'm figuring this out live. Oh, here we go. That's the problem. I'm not opening it in the app. There we go. Okay, we're good to go. So much better. So, welcome. I might go back and edit all this annoying nonsense out, but we are live. So, hopefully everyone can go back and check out anything that they're missing. I'm going to get into it because I don't want to punish the people that are already here, right? So yeah. Anyway, so here we go. So the first one is Alex's. I think this is his first submission. I numbered them so that they're hopefully correct, but no promises. So this is Alex's first submission. It's the quote unquote Celestin Prime, and it's such a rad idea, and I don't know which dwarf is in there, but you can see the really great shading on the beard, you know, and the axe, the metal on that looks great, you know. I think this is the endless spell. Correct me if I'm wrong here, guys, but I think this is the endless spell from the Stormcast Eternal spell, right? So what a great idea! Like I thought about doing something different with mine, but I didn't in the end. I just bought the silly old model that you would expect, and so yeah, this is a great conversion, great idea. Um, I wish I'd thought of something so cool to use in my Seraphon when I had one, when I was using him back in the day. So maybe again in the future. Um, on to the next one. This is Alex. So we're going through everyone. Like I'm doing everyone's in alphabetical order here, and then so we'll just go through Alex's submissions, and then it'll be on to Andy or whoever's next alphabetically. So this is a terrain piece. I think he said it's resin. I don't remember where he ordered it from, but it's awesome. It would be great for Warcry. It would be great for, I mean, any tabletop battle, obviously. They don't really make this kind of terrain too much. The Healthwort's gone. Welcome, Jason. Nice. Good to have you here. It appears my tablet is, in fact, hooked up and working, so I can see your guys' comments. Did you see? Or actually, yeah, if you saw the last one, you saw that. So anyway, yeah, this is awesome. This is great work. The wood looks really good. I'm assuming he used what's it called? Vallejo, not Vallejo. Scale 75. The magic in a bottle. Anyway, next is his. I think they're called engine riggers. Correct me if I'm wrong here, guys. But he obviously converted them to have these awesome gas masks. I forget where he said he ordered them from, but it's such a cool idea, and it makes them different. They stand out on the table. Very cool paint scheme for his KO. I like the copper. Yeah, this was awesome. This was a good one. Next is Marvel Crisis, I think it's called. Sorry, guys, I don't remember all the names of everything. Probably should have looked it up ahead of time, but I could not have done that. So, Snakebite Leather. Oh, okay, wow. Thanks for that, Matthias. Snakebite Leather, eh? I mean, it looks good. It looks a lot like the Inktense wood, but yeah, I mean, either way, looks great. These are awesome because they're not even a unit. Every guy is different, or girl. Every person is different. We got Spider-Man on the far left here. I can't imagine. I don't know if the Crisis Protocol. Thank you. But I don't know if the lines on Spider-Man's costume come indented like that. But regardless, like they're so thin. I'd be curious to see how he got it, because like if you look at Captain, sorry, if you look at Captain Marvel, like look at the lines on that. That's amazing. I know he said he was doing like a comic book style, but, and I mean, I was gonna save it for later, but just in case I forget, check out what's his name, Red Skull, the Baron, whatever. I can't remember his name. But you can see the OSL off his face and that area. Absolutely awesome. And the muscle on the Hulk. It's too bad we don't have a closer picture of the Hulk, because the muscle looks awesome. Maybe he did that on purpose. I don't know, but it looks rad. I'm hoping that Captain America's shield had lines on it so you could figure out where to draw stuff, because if not, like, I can't imagine getting those perfect circles like that. Anyway, this one is awesome. This is definitely a standout for me. Whoops, nope, that doesn't work apparently when I'm not. There we go. Nope, it doesn't like me. Okay, can I go to the next one? There we go. And then this is another group. This is the Thunderers. Wow, look at that leader's beard. Like, I'm not a dwarf fan or anything, but that's just majestic, you know? Um, wow, and look at, I don't know what that's from. There's like this circular thing in the back. I think you guys can see my mouse. Um, very cool. There we go. Now this is my personal favorite because he really went all out with the uh, with the customization of the base. He took some later picks, afterward that are even nicer than this, where you can really see. And he finished the base where it was all like glass. It looked a lot better later on. But either way, I really like the contrasting colors. It looks like he did like a silver and then maybe glazed it with a blue and the copper. I think this is maybe Vallejo copper. I'm not sure, but it looks great either way. Yeah, great work, Alex. I think this is the last one, so I'm just going to say awesome work. Fantastic. He painted every single month. He got something in every single month, and that was awesome. So congratulations to him. This also looks like the Vallejo white aluminum. So that contrasts really well with the darker silver colors next to it. But anyway, now we're on to Andy. This is a group. So I think Andy combined some of his entries because I didn't get every single one for him. So that's great, So he's got 3 boar boys, as I like to call them, and I think a set of 10 or 12, maybe more, 15. It looks like 15 Ardboys and a War Chanta. So that's awesome. Can't see it too well in the picture, but like, man, I was trying to do some brutes, and they took me forever just to get anywhere. So this is the sheer volume of this is truly impressive. It's awesome. I know it's for his son, and his son's gonna really enjoy it. Oops. So this was sent to me or posted, and I forgot to turn it right side up. Bam. Here we go. Wow. Look at all the highlights on the. I don't know what part of this is it's called. I think this is called the Mortis engine, right? Correct me if I'm wrong here, guys. Wow. That model must be just a giant pain in the butt to paint. I mean, I know you can get away with some dry brushing and stuff here, but like, it's so intricate. I'd be worried about breaking it just holding it. Yeah, fantastic. Really cool. And then we have, I believe, Sisters of the Watch. Wow, those models are so cool. It's too bad there was never Glade Guard. I think this cool. Look at those. Look at the bows and that sort of ghosty magical power they have going on. Very, very cool. Love it. And their hair is really nice. It's like sort of that golden blonde color. Awesome. Yeah, I think he did 2 units of this over the course of it. So 20. So 20 or girls or whatever. 20 models painted. Oh my. Yeah. Okay, so now we're on to Carson's entry. Carson did this really cool butcher conversion, and it was one of my favorite conversions. The picture is not the best, but the model is fantastic, and I actually added another picture. I didn't just do one picture for this because I wanted you guys to see it. There was only 2 pictures on the site, so I wanted you able to see the whole model and then go to the cauldron. That's disgusting, but man, does it look fantastic. It looks too real. Like, it doesn't just look like blood, it looks like stuff is boiling inside there and actually like coming to the top, like the kimchi jjigae I made for dinner tonight. This is one of my favorite models, and honestly, like, the only reason I don't think it maybe won that month, I don't even remember who won that month for the banner and such, but man, that's just so good. He just needs to take a little bit better picture. That's all. And honestly, this is fantastic. So one of my favorite things that I saw in the entire competition. It's really gross. So there's the front again. Yeah, let me know what you guys think too. Feel free to post your comments and stuff like that. Oh, I didn't even notice. Like, it looks like a. I'm not sure actually. I shouldn't say that. Sometimes it's just the camera that does it. I wasn't sure if he was going for like a tundra thing here with like maybe some lichen and stuff. But either way, just fantastic. And the tattoos. I should mention the tattoos before I move on. So cool. Okay. Oh, and then so I'm not just doing the stuff that was entered. So he didn't get this in time, but the whole idea of this victory lap is that we're talking about what got done because of the raffle, right? So this is something that got done, even if it didn't get entered for a raffle ticket in time. I mean, these are awesome. Like all the tattoos, you know, just fantastic work. So, yeah, I wanted to put it in here and add it. And I know there's some other people that I added as well. So not just Carson. This is Chris's Goblin Clan Rats. So he did this really awesome conversion where he took the goblin heads, as you can see, and put them on Skaven bodies. So what a cool idea, even if it's heretical to the Great Horned Rat, as we all agree it is, I'm sure. It's still really cool. I'm just gonna make sure my tablet isn't. When you guys type something, anything, just gobbledygook, so I don't have to switch over. I don't want to, cause eye cancer. Oh, there you go. Sweet. Thanks. Thank you. Thanks, Jason. Yes, the poor gobbles in the pot. Sure. Okay, that's fair. Jason's saying, he loved the army, but those poor gobbles in the pot. I mean, as a Gobbo fan, right? I'm sure you are empathetic towards your brethren. Having said that, there's more where that came from, and mushrooms and fungus are great in soup. So I just want to throw that out there. Here's Dale's. Dang it, what are they called? Are these Shadow Warriors? I don't remember, and I don't know the armies that well, but holy crap, they are rad. The contrast is fantastic. We got the dark blue, it looks like. Let's see if I can zoom in a bit. Things went really sour for me, but it was really cool of him to take a picture in the work plant, is apparently what this is. I really love the light gold next to that dark blue. It contrasts super well. Like, obviously, purple and orange are sort of, complementary colors, but purple and yellow go really. Oh wait, no, it's purple and yellow. What am I talking about? So that's right on. That's bang on. Or sorry, this is dark blue, I guess. I don't know. It kind of looks like purple though. It's hard to tell. I don't know if you guys can tell. Regardless, though, fantastic work. I hope it was, I hope it was worth it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hello, Carson. We went through your thing, man, but you can go back and see it, or you can stick with it. I really loved your butcher. It was just amazing. So yeah. Anyway, moving on, we got Dale's other thing that, again, I don't think he got a submission ticket for this. I can't be sure, but regardless, these got done, and so. Oh no, that's right. He did them just before he entered the competition. Yeah, like Carson said, great job, everyone. This is so awesome. Like, so much got painted, and so I'm trying not to dwell on things too long here, but I do want to highlight them as they all deserve, because they're all really good. Everyone was firing on all cylinders, so this is super cool. I really like the idea of the snake ladies, by the way, on the chariots. What a cool idea. I don't remember their name. Melusai? No, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Now we're on to Eric. Eric did win to get the banner of the month, and wow, like, great centerpiece. I believe if we look close, sorry. If we look closely, I think you can see like stars and stuff in there. The only thing I would wish for on this miniature is a picture in like with a background or something, because man, like look at the blending on that. Yeah, perfect for the Golden Boys. No, it's fantastic. Yeah, so And then number 2 was this giant endless spell, I guess. I don't remember. This is this is the picture that was entered. I think there were more of them, but hey, I think that's you, Dale. Oh, Daughters of Cain, Shadow Warriors, and Scourge Runner Chariots. That was Dale's entry. So that's the Scourge Runner Chariots, is what he's saying. And these are the Shadow Warriors. Oh, wow. I mean, they're rad. They kind of remind me of like sort of Japanese, like different, characters with like sort of like those demon masks on, the Oni masks. Regardless, I was saying how much I love the contrast on them. They're great. Yes. So now we're on to the. Dang it! I should have looked up all the right words for these. Chaos Lord. I know it's Slaves to Darkness. I'm sorry, Eric. Okay, sorry, buddy. But it's really cool. The base is so like it's sort of minimalist, but it's so dark and like gritty, and it suits it really well because it contrasts well with the brighter parts of the fire lizard or whatever this thing is called, and that thick sword with like the gold down the middle. Oh hells yeah! I can't tell if it has a blood groove in the sword there, but just from the picture, I mean. But yeah, wow, really love it. Great contrast in the metals, in the handle, everywhere. It's sort of it's not too dirty. It's not like Skaven dirty. It's just like perfect warrior dirty. And wow, I mean, look at I think there's a lot of detail and shading in these skulls. Regardless, awesome work. Okay, so I don't know what this guy is, but I love him. I'm assuming he slaves to darkness, and he's got a really funky base. So he's standing on the rocks, and maybe this is some lichen around here. That's from the giant skull box that I recognize. So it's sad that I don't. I'm assuming it's like a chaos lord or a sorcerer. Either way, it's really cool. Yeah, sorry, I'm just motioning for my son to maybe give me some water. My throat's drying right out here. Yeah, uh, the cloak looks cool. Everything about it looks cool. I'm sorry I don't know the name of the actual mini or its role on the battlefield. This is my favorite paint job he did. These are the coolest skinks, and I'm not exaggerating. I think they're the coolest skinks I've ever seen online anywhere. I'm not even like a a fan of like yellow in particular. So it's not like it's the color choice necessarily, but obviously the blue and yellow goes really well. Oh, Jason's saying looks like an old school Nurgle sorcerer with a head swap. Aha. Okay. So Slaves to Darkness, Nurgle sorcerer. That makes sense. Actually, I'm just gonna go back to it real quick. You know what? Yeah, I feel bad for not figuring that out because he's pointing at the camera, so that seems to be like a staff with something in it, but it's a little fuzzy, so it's hard for me to tell. But thanks for pointing that out. Again, back to these skinks. I'm sorry. Like, yes, I love lizardmen. Yes, I'm sorry. Okay, there is some bias here, but come on, y'all. Look at the shading on the skin, and then my favorite part. And I do like blue, so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna lie, but like look at I would have chosen like I don't know if it's a black or if it's a dark blue on this, but I would have chosen something you know like that's perfect. I might have to steal that idea. So look out, Jason. You better finish your army and post everything online because yeah, I love the look of the blue bits in particular. But honestly, I think they're my favorite looking skinks ever. So and now this is probably what's going to catch most people's attention at tournament because it's the big old Stegodon. It's the old metal model in case anyone didn't know. So you can murder with someone with that thing easily. He's got some like lichen or fake, whatever moss it's called. I guess. One second. I was desperate for water there. My apologies. I think he said that this terrain in the back here this foliage or whatever you want to call it is from an old 40K box. Regardless, it fits perfectly with Seraphon and their Lustrian tropical jungles and whatnot. Yeah, this is really cool. I wish I had, or I wish I had more pictures for it just so I could highlight it because it's really cool. He's got all the striations on the tusks and horns and whatnot. So yeah, really cool work. I think that's Eric's last one. So good job. Jason's saying third edition starter from 40K. Yeah, I mean, I remember him saying something about it being 40K, but I unfortunately don't remember exactly what. I'm sure Jason's right. He knows better than I do on all that stuff. So it was awesome. But once again, Eric, huge congratulations. Great job. You did, you were almost perfect. You had almost the maximum amount. So regardless, I'm glad and I hope it inspired you to get more done. So congratulations and great work. Okay, now we're on to Hillary, and I know that these are called Snufflers. So I do know one unit in here. These are such a great unit. I hope they get a buff. I hope they get their points drastically reduced so we just see them all the time. Because I don't even know what their function is. But what a great idea. They're supposed to be like truffle pigs, I guess, and they're just going off of that. But this is such a cool idea, and I them and the Gabapalooza or whatever that like hero box is called. We need to see more of that on the table. So do whatever you have to do, GW, excuse me. And then we got a War Chanta. This is such a great model. It's one of my favorites in the whole army, and I'm glad that they're so useful. The skin looks great. He's got like a good variety of green. It's not just like pure green. We've got like more of a chartreuse at the top and the deeper greener bits. Obviously Hillary would know how to paint some green skin because he's got a lot of green skins. And but the bones look great too. You can see the striations. You can see how it gets darker and then gets lighter towards the ivory. Love it. These sticks are amazing. I want some in real life. That's how I feel about them. And then again, look at these bone splitters. I think they're called. Does it say on the page? Savage Orcs. There we go. I believe they're from the Bone Splitters faction. But again, the skin is so good, and everything is detailed, like the metal. Like look at how it's all pitted, and I mean, there's so much detail to it. It makes me jealous because I don't think my skin is hitting that kind of level, especially with like green skin. So rad. The weapons are so great. They're pitted and gnarly, and I love the eyes. I know a lot of people are like, yeah, you got to put pupils on them, but let's face it, these guys look way cooler with all white eyes. So screw them. Yeah, you heard me. And then the Rogue Idol. This was part. I think that the Bone Splitter or the Savage Orcs and this Rogue Idol were part of the same. He kind of just threw it in there, but it got painted as per, as part of this whole thing. And man, I just love this model. I want to see more of this model too. I know it's pretty good now, I think, but regardless, what an awesome model. All the detail, like look at the, I don't know how he did it. Like I'm assuming with dry brush and whatnot, but like the rocks look real, man. He's got some nice variation of color. He's probably using like maybe some crimson shade or maybe some flesh shade or browns, maybe some sepia. I can't tell, but like, real rocks have that sort of variation of color. Maybe some Drakenhof, like some very lightly applied Drakenhof. I don't know. Whatever he did though, do more of it. It's fantastic. Great work, Hillary. I think this is the last picture. So congrats to you, buddy. That much painted is like anything that was more painted than you normally would have done. Like that's great, and I hope it was worth it for you because I really enjoyed seeing all your pictures and minis painted. Okay, so now we're on to Jason. I downloaded this first. This is like an overall shot, which is super awesome, of all the minis he got done. Wow. And I honestly, I need to do this next time. I just didn't have time to do it, but I wish I had because like this looks so much better than let's take a moment and just see everything. Like this is what got done from the raffle. Like that's so much done. Like look at all those dudes. Like I would be before I would have been happy with getting like 20 of those guys done in however many months, right? But you know, now every one of these projects is done, you know, uh, every month. So he got so I'm sure he got more done than he normally did. So anyway, we'll go through them now. We got Gotrek here. What a badass. The only thing I don't like on this model, wait for it, of course, is the Skaven. I mean, like, why you got to do that? Couldn't you have just covered him up with some snow or something? I mean, it's just offensive. I know I was laughing at your goblins a minute ago, but now I feel bad because, like, look at that poor Skaven, right? He's my fuzzy wuzzy. But anyway, onto the hair. Look at the, how it gets brighter. The shading is awesome on the beard. I know, like, maybe I've never done a dwarf beard before, but like they're probably built for this kind of thing. But like, I don't know if that's true or not. But like, wow, it looks so good. And this snow is really, I think this is snow here. One second, let's see if I can zoom in. Unfortunately, it gets a little bit fuzzy. That's the problem with downloading from Facebook. Yeah, he thought of me as he added the snow everywhere but the Skaven. How dare you, sir? How dare you? Regardless, regardless of my internal biases, this snow looks really cool. What did you use for the snow? I think this is because it looks like melting snow. It looks like it looks really cool. I mean, you can't see it perfectly well in the picture here because of how Facebook using their lossy format and everything, but super awesome regardless. I love the rust on crushed glass and realistic water. Huh. I might have to try that, except I'm afraid of crushed glass, so there is that. But it kind of adds more of like a melting snow in the sun kind of look. I like it. I don't know. I'll get back to you. How about that? Super awesome though, man. And the pictures are great as usual. Once I'm hoping to do something like this too. Once I have a table and whatnot. But man, it looks super awesome then on the table. Okay, so now we're on to, wait for it. I believe they're Marauders that are from Frostgrave, maybe. Either way, these guys are really cool. I love the Norseman vibe. It's sort of almost Norse, like with the Viking / chaosy kind of feel to them. Very pagan. Love the moose antlers behind this guy's head. I hope he's the leader. I'm assuming he is. Mantic, my bad. I love the banner dude too. He's rad. All of these guys are awesome. Wow, and this, it's hard to tell in this picture. I'm sure it's easy to tell in real life, but maybe this is like a coppery color. It could be Screaming Bell, but it's hard to tell. Regardless, it's rad. It could be just picking up the red from around the shield, but man, they stand out really well because these other dudes back here, like they don't have the red, so you can pick out the banner and the champion a lot easier. So that's sort of a something to help your opponent out. Wow, yeah, you can see the snow better in these pictures though. Whoa, that's cool. Wow, I've actually never seen that before. It has more of, and it makes more sense too, because if you're not covering the ground and it's not fresh snow, it would be melted. I mean, forgive me if I'm wrong here, but like it definitely has more of a live sort of melting in the sun snow feel to it. I love it. Okay, so obviously, in case you guys can't tell, this is Archaon, and I knew that. And he is riding his noble steed of something something, but this is, I believe, the Emperor Dragon from Creature Caster, and I want this model really bad, and I'm super jealous because this mini is so cool. Like, look at the striations on the, I guess it's, would you call it dragon? Oh, this is armor. I can see that. These look like rivets. Oh man, that's so cool. I think it is. Maybe it's natural dragon armor, but I don't. I think I see rivets there. So, oh man, wow! Look at all the skin. This must have taken forever. This is, I think, what I mean. It's definitely one of my favorite paint jobs I've seen him do ever. But you must be thrilled with it because this is like a true centerpiece. The dragon looks huge. I don't. I think Archeon's on a 1/6 or whatever the biggest the pie plate base. So, oof, that is so rad. I hope you're thrilled with it because I would be. Um, and now we're on to these guys are KO in the game, Kharadron Overlords, but I think that's what he's using them as well in a city's army. Oh, it's armor on the neck. Cool. Thank you for straightening me out. I love the color of the metal. Like a lot of the time, I tend to go with a metal color and like another color that's not metal. But this is a great way of doing all metal and still having it contrast. The copper looks fantastic, and I think I see a dark, very dark green on the shoulders here, but it could be a reflection of something. Regardless, I don't think so. It's either green, dark green, or black. Oh man, what is that guy holding? He's got like a portable tuba or something. Is this the actual kit? I can't tell because I don't think I've seen this awesome dragon banner thing back here. Um, damn, they're all rad. I guess this is the champion. He's like, I'm not gonna have a helmet on. I'm too cool for that. But yeah, these are awesome as well. Great detail, lots of shading, lots of contrast. Um, move on. Okay, so this is the Tree Lord Ancient, obviously. But even if it's like, in case it's not obvious, which it's super obvious to me. Oh, they're dispossessed Ironbreakers. Matthias, ever the troll. I believe it's for his city's army, but he can correct me if I'm wrong. This is obviously a Tree Lord Ancient, and if it wasn't obvious to you, well, then it should be because there's a name plaque on it right down here, which is super considerate, and it's a great way of doing conversions. So that, and then if someone's, like, oh, but it's not a tree and it's not a giant, ent creature, I'm not going to remember that. Well, look at the plaque then. You can read, can't you? Okay, sorry. Back to the actual painting of the painting. Love the glowing eyes. Love the fur. I just like wolves, or I love wolves in general. Um, I can't tell if this is the same snow because if the reflections aren't working together in the right faction. Either way, it looks fantastic. I really like the stone. I might actually steal that too. I'm seeing lots of great opportunities to steal stuff. I want to do my terrain. I want to change my terrain. I've kind of got sort of, so it's supposed to be like a jade color, but I like this a lot more. Yeah, that's rad. I think I might actually ask Jason how he did this because I think it would contrast better on my table as well. So I'll just be, no big deal. I'm just gonna repaint a bunch of terrain. I'm not bitter about it. Wow, look at the bracelet here. Sorry, I believe the wolf is from Privateer Press or whoever makes the. Dang it, my name's blanking. Oh, it's the same snow. Oh, okay. It looks different after it dries, is what Jason's saying. So the snow here is the same snow, but he took the picture more quickly. Mears Miniatures. Dang it! I thought this was the dude from Oboros, War Machine, and Hordes, but I'm clearly wrong. And Iron Drakes, not Iron Breakers, apparently. For this, Matthias is correcting me. I'm sorry, guys. I do not know these names well enough. I should probably have had a co-host. Maybe some of you will be so kind as to co-host with me next time. And then this is the last, Jason's last one. Uh, Obviously, it's a celestial Huracanum. Um, this is a war machine. Okay, that I do know. The dwarf, I think, is Warhammer. But either way, obviously, it's a celestial Huracanum because it says so right on the bottom. But I would know it even if it wasn't because it's just. I mean, what else would it be, right? Seems obvious to me. Um, Again, really like the how the copper here contrasts with the other metal. Um, the beard is majestic as usual. I like white beards. It's also partially because I probably don't know how to paint that red kind of hair that I personally have on my face. Um, but either way, it just gives them more of a austere and commanding presence to have a gray beard. You don't want no one wants to take orders from a red beard. Some fool. Anyway, before I go on, congratulations, Jason. That was absolutely fantastic. You must be thrilled. You did something every month, so congratulations. Fantastic work. Okay, so now we're on to Matthias, and Matthias as well did something every month, and so these are the Ossiarch Bone Reapers Mortrit Guard, with a fantastic conversion of, I believe they're Dryad heads. We're finally into a territory that I know a little more about. Not the Ossiarch Bone Reapers so much, but the Sylvaneth side of it. What a great idea. I've never seen anything like this. I 100% think that this conversion idea could definitely win you some best painted, because it's not just these, as you guys will see, it's everything. So really cool idea. I don't know where you got the leaves, the that are sprouting up on the front base there, but they look great. So yeah, this is what a great idea. I wish I had stolen it as well. Okay, so this is the terrain piece, the towering terrain piece that everyone hates, including Ossiarch Bone Reapers players. He's got one of the endless spells from Sylvaneth on the corner here, which is really cool, in keeping with his theme of wood bones. Dollar store trees? What? No way. Is that a Dollarama? Shoot. I need to rethink my life. Because apparently Petcetera is, stuff on sale at Petcetera is actually a premium compared to Dollar Store. Anyway, moving on. Love the tree. That's a great use of the endless spell. That's otherwise, maybe not the most useful thing in the world, but it works perfectly. I don't know if these skeletons come with that endless spell, but man, that really brings it together. Fantastic idea, and it makes me almost, not quite, but almost not hate the terrain. Boom. So now we're on to. I'm sorry, I don't know this guy's name. It's not the Primarch dude's name. It's something else. But I'll just move right on to the conversion because that's the most important thing. Wow, this is such a rad idea. Like, it keeps with the theme. I don't know where you got the head from. I don't even know how you made the head on this steed, because it's rad. Maybe you cut off something and glued on the branches. I can't even tell that. So that's my my absolute highest compliment I can give is I don't know, but it looks phenomenal. Also, don't know. Maybe this is Retributor Gold, but you've shaded it and whatnot. Again, this is sort of the brown wood look to it. Really great gradient on Liege Cavalos, apparently. Regardless, he looks dope, and one of the the best thing I can say is I can't even tell what the steed's head is made out of or how you did it, and The other highest compliment I can give is that it makes me hate OBR slightly less. So I'm just kidding, guys. Anyway, don't be mad if you love OBR. Um, yeah, I'm just joking around, regardless. So okay, so now we're on to a whole wad of endless spells, prismatic palisade, the mirrors, and other. Is this the burning skull? I think. Uh, I believe this pyramid headed dude. I can't remember if this is from Forbidden Power. No one. Matthias says no one loves OBR. Well, well, I mean, people who play them do, you know. So, oh, sorry, that wasn't Matthias. I'm sorry. Dale. I'm gonna correct Dale. The people that play as OBR love them, and some other people I'm sure are out there that you know haven't played against them before love them. Right? There's always those people. Moving right along. Uh, really, really like these the prismatic palisade crystals. Quite the variation. It looks great. It looks sort of like an amber. Uh, OBR versus OBR. Dale makes a good point, but moving right along. Um, love the texture on the bases, and yeah, these are great. They're super cool. Okay, so clearly this is the best thing in this lot that we've seen yet, because we've got some really sexy looking Skaven and a Storm Fiend. Wow, that's a really great looking metal. Huh. I don't know what that is. I usually go for a darker one. I usually go for like steel, um, Vallejo metal color steel, but this might be a GW one. It's hard to tell, but really like it. Um, he's got sort of the paler rats. I guess they don't. They're even scrawnier, perhaps, because they don't have the dark fur, which is the more powerful and majestic Skaven. But or maybe they're like Siamese cats. Maybe that's what he's going for. He had more of a skin color. I'm sorry. You're going for more like the hairless. This guy looks really. These guys are creeping me out, even as much as I love Skaven. But rad. I've never seen the color of cloak, and it goes really well, obviously, with the purple banner. So great work, man. This is obviously the best thing. Even if it's not your best paint job, it's clearly the best thing you painted in the lot, just because it's Skaven. Oh, Leadbelcher. With 3 layers of Agrex or Agrex, I don't know. Either way, it looks like you brought it back up though with more Leadbelcher, because it's pretty shiny. I don't know if it's just the camera or not, but oh, and you got some of those Sigmarite ruins or whatever they're called for the bases, so that's cool. And then this is like an overall picture, so it's really great to get these, because it sort of highlights, you know, all that got done, and it includes his Nagash, which is also converted. I did add some extra pictures in here so we can see him up close. Man, my throat was dry. Okay, so I'll move on to that. But huge congrats to Matthias, because this is such a great way of showing all that he got done. Because not everything that we're doing in these raffles, like sure you submit something, and then Ironbreaker highlight, cool. That looks rad. So good job on the Gatling cannon, the Rattling gun, on his hands. This is a great way of showing, you know, all that got done, because not everything that we actually submit is necessarily stuff that we're not getting done. We're you know, Matthias said he didn't want to do Nagash at the same time because he wanted to take his time on him, and he didn't think he could get him done in a month. And we're about to see. Whoops, there we go. We're about to see why. So there's another Rattling gun here, and yeah, this is definitely a very much a one-sided fight. Nagash is like alone like 800 points, and he's worth more than all the Skaven. Worth more than double all the Skaven probably. Anyway, okay, so this I downloaded. Did I get a better picture later on? Oh, what's going on here? Well. Don't have time to fix it now. Sorry, it's so fuzzy. I don't know what was. We were having troubles with it earlier, and I downloaded it, and it's still kind of fuzzy. But he did such a great job. This sucks. It's actually going to be. We'll probably see it better in. Well, at least you can kind of see it here. Uh, this is a he did this. I mean, I was joking about the Skaven. Obviously, this is the best model he painted, and he didn't even submit it, but he got it done during the time. Look at the awesome conversions. I don't know where he got these branches and the crown branches and stuff from. Perfectly themed. Yeah, and you can keep that theme going into other like Legions of Nagash in the future or whatever you want. But this is like the aspect of Nagash that sort of was, you know, how like they'll just sit there for like 1,000 years sometimes. This is like one that just kind of got like the overgrown weeds and stuff on him. So he's awesome. Okay, sorry. So once again, congrats to Matthias. Fantastic work. Great job. You got so much done. I'm proud of you. And yeah, I hope it was worth it for you. So now we're on to Miguel and his Pimptastic Bone Daddies. He's got another original paint scheme that I haven't seen before. The gold and the green works really well here. I didn't actually see this because I was mostly looking at them on my phone, so I didn't actually notice that sort of green, you know, toxic, you know, necrotic, slimy goodness that was going on around here. Super awesome. It's hard to, I think, I mean, I'm assuming this is the reflection of the light, but it's so rad. It makes it look even cooler. It's sort of like glowing almost. These look like the gems, I think, and I'd be interested again. I like the effect that he got here on the armor. I don't know how he did it, but it looks really cool. I might have to ask him about that. The base is really cool too. Yeah, great work, man. Okay, this is Catacross. I do know this guy because he's killed me many times. I don't like him, but I do like the paint job. It looks like he's got distressed crackle paint around here, and then maybe he, you know, did it up in gold, I think, or a yellow. It's hard to tell because it's washed out a little bit, like in the picture, obviously, not the paint job. But really cool. I think there's like a lot of detail, and like this is a great idea to just do like the dark color, like on like a knife or a sword, and then, you know, like the edge will have the raw metal. But that is really cool. This is a really great model and a truly original model. It's huge. This is actually the pie plate. If you guys don't know, I'm sure you do, but just in case. Yeah, the reds, everything contrasts really well against, you know, the darker bits. Yeah, I'm not sure who my favorite is of his helper guys. Well, maybe this guy. I don't know. I kind of like these minions. You know, just some guy holding up a scroll. Like that just adds a lot of, you know, effect to it. I really like this medal here too. By the way, before I forget, this is a great job. So congrats, man. And then I believe this is the last one. This is the catapult. Very cool. He's got the. I think this is gold as well. I don't actually know because it might just be the picture, but regardless, it looks really cool. He's got really awesome contrast. You know, your eyes definitely come up towards this really cool that's being this catapult sort of release of the ghostly energy. Really cool work. I think this is Miguel's last picture. Congrats, man. You know, you got 3 things done that you might not have otherwise done. So great job, and I hope to see you again in round 2. Yeah, good job. So now we're on to mine. So now everyone's going to be disappointed. I actually took the liberty of splitting these up because I wanted to do. I couldn't take pictures where like you could see them very well, where I got them all in the. So I won't dwell on this, but when I blow it up like this, you can kind of see the sparkles in the water. You know, like you can't really see them in the pictures like you can in real life. Like they're actually sparkly bits in the water. And I try to do like the ether sea. Mine's sort of done as like those wavy pool water lines, reflection lines that you see at the bottom of the ocean, and then the different ends of their weapons have water on the edge here. I don't know why. I just chose to do that, and I was actually happier with this paint job than with any of my other ones. Oh, apparently I didn't. I thought I put two pictures in here. Apparently I did not. Um, so yeah, I was actually happy with these ones more than anything because I didn't want to paint them. I straight up did not want to paint them. So I was really happy with them, and I was glad that they were done. So now we're on to the eels. So same thing. You can kind of see it. The colors are actually, you know what? I think the colors are darker. Never mind. I lied. The colors were similar in the thralls as the reavers, but these guys I did a little bit darker, and you can kind of see the wavy pool lines. Not really, but sort of. And the sparkly bits in the water. So I love these guys. I love painting the eels. They're my favorite, just maybe straight up unit in the game. They're so much. They're really cool. So, and then this is the chaplain, Space Marine chaplain. I was experimenting with some frayed sort of look to the cloak. Like I've got sort of a teal turquoisey paint scheme to my Space Marine chapter, the Krakengear, and and then yeah, so then the other color is this really dark blue, but on the cloak I kind of wanted it to look old. So this is me attempting it for the first time, and he's got his purple pimp cane, which is pimptastic. And I'm actually just noticing now you can barely see, but in real life he actually has very. Thank you, thanks Matthias. He said very clean. He actually has red eyes, and it's pretty obvious. Oh, and then I gilded the edges. I didn't gild it up, like not really gilding it, but I put gold paint around the edge of his tome here to make it look like gilded pages. So I really like painting this guy. I had a blast, and it helped me figure out my paint scheme. So that made me happy. This is my Eliminator. Got this custom decal done. I can't remember the guy's name, but if you're interested in having it done, let me post in the comments, and I'll post with his name. It's the same guy that Valric uses. So yeah, he does fantastic work. He works out of Japan, but he's from the Netherlands. But yeah, anyway, I love painting this thing. It was really fun. I love the model. The only annoying bit is the base, or the thing that attaches with the base. But yeah, and I used Distress Crackle and my own, recipe sort of for making the ice bases. You can't really see it here, but that's all. It's all good. Yeah, really fun model to paint. This is my Warp Lightning Cannon. This is the only one I didn't take in the what you call it, the light box, because I was just so done. I this model is a great model, but it's not much fun to paint. And by the time I got around to it, I was just totally done. So I actually don't think I even waited for the still water to fully dry on base before I was just like, I just need to get this done. So yeah, the rod here is supposed to be like, it's supposed to be in the middle of firing, so this is like glowing green. Yeah, it's a great looking model, but there's a lot of little metal bits on the inside and out, so doing it as sub-assemblies did make it easier for me, because this is my third lightning cannon that I've painted, and I've got one more to go. But yeah, it was still good, made better by the fact that I was doing it for the painting raffle. And then this is my last model. This is an Impulsor. Same paint scheme as last time, same decal dude as last time, and I didn't. I took some pictures of it earlier, but there's some more detailed bits on the inside that look really cool. Yeah, really enjoyed this model too. You can kind of see my idea for icy cracked water, or icy cracked ice over water, I guess is the right way to say it. Yeah, it was really fun. So yeah, I'm glad, I had a lot of fun doing this. So, and I'm enjoying and looking forward to round two. Oh, here's my other one. Apparently, it got put last. Oh, because I put 11. Oh, see, there you go. Yeah, this is the same set of Reavers. So there you go. Sorry, Tommy, I did not do this ahead of time. This is his January pledge, so it's like an endless spell and like a hero. Um, Looks fantastic. I don't remember if it was completed or not, but he's again. So we've got 3 Bone Reapers in here, and all of them are so different, and none of them are the normal paint scheme. You know, we've got Pimptastic Bone Daddies from Miguel. We've got Woodland Sylvaneth style OBR from Matthias, and then we've got like these dark metal ones from Tommy, and they're really cool. I love it, and fantastic contrast with the his, what do you call it, the cloth on here, and the green goes really well. Really cool work. I think it's fantastic. And Tommy went really hard at the start, and he might have regretted it possibly, because I think he did. I think these are 40 Mortric Guard in his first month, and I mean I think he was doing it for LVO, so understandable. But really get great paint scheme. Even if he didn't necessarily get that many entries, he got a lot done. Like a lot of people would have been happy doing 10 of these 1 month, 10 the next, so that would have been like 5 months done if he'd just done it all at, he'd separated it. Oh, thank you. Jason saying he likes the custom chapter scheme. Thank you. I appreciate it. The pictures didn't really come out as well. So sorry, I'm vamping. It sounds like I'm answering a question. The cyan doesn't come out as well. As soon as I take a picture of it, it turns to more of a blue. But it's like right in between green and blue. Like I don't even know which color to call it. So, but thanks, man. I appreciate it. Really, really do. But again, back to Tommy's guard here. They're like painting this many infantry is a pain in the butt. I do not, as much as I love my clan rats, I do not enjoy painting them endlessly. It seems like. And thanks, and Jason. So anyway, actually, I'll finish with Tommy before I go back to that. Great paint scheme, Tommy. I hope to see more of it. I hope to see you in round 2. Great job. You got a lot done, even if it was, a very quick burst at the start. I hope you got enough out of it, and I hope to see you again, Ben. So yeah. And then that's it. That's the last one. So huge congratulations to everyone. Great job. I'm super proud of everyone that got something done, even if it was just one thing. You got paint on your miniatures, and you fought that war against the gray. So good job. And just to answer Jason, he said he likes the take on the Reapers. Thank you. They were, even though like some of the other stuff I did was a bigger centerpiece, I was happiest and by far the most proud of them because they were, the hardest thing for me to do, just flesh and whatever. So, and the bows are like a red coral. So anyway, so this is how it's going to work. This is not the actual, so I'm going to do the draw soon. So everyone hold on to your butts. 1 second. This is how it's going to work. So I put everyone's name in there. This is actually it, and I'll go through it in a second. But this is how it works. You put each name, and what I've done is like for each submission, you get your name plus a number. So if you have 3 submissions, like Volturnos here does, then you have like 3 total submissions, right? And Manfred has 3, and the Great Unclean One has 3. So then I click on here, and I'm enabling 3-step randomness because it just sounds good. I didn't bother to read their FAQ, if I'm being honest. but it just sounds cool. And so I click on that, and then it picks one. So I scroll down, and the winner is Manfred 2. So you're not just going to see, I hope I spelled Manfred right. You're not just going to see who wins, but you're going to see which entry wins. And part of the reason I wanted to do this is because, like, I did participate in this whole thing, and honestly, if I couldn't run it if I wasn't doing it. And I am hoping I don't win, but I've never won anything in my life, so if I do win, guys, I'm sorry, I'm going to take it. But I'll see. Maybe I could do something else, like I can give away. We've got 2 gift certificates. It's part of one giant raffle, but we'll see. So anyway, I'm going to go through them and just show you that everyone has all their entries. So go through it with me, guys. And if you don't think someone got enough entries or whatever, let me know. I went through the posts that I already put on Facebook and put everyone's one by one. And it took a wee while, even with copying and pasting, because I had to add the numbers. So yes. So anyway, here we go. So Jason has 12 entries. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Carson has 1. Alex has 12 as well. So just going to pause here so people can count them. Dale's being really nice and saying, if I win, it's fine. I mean, that's really nice of you to say. I can't imagine anyone doing this, but I want to make sure that everything is done properly, right, at the very least. So we got Matthias here all the way through 10, and then 11, 12. Andy did one every month, so congrats to him as well. Again, 1 through 12. Miguel has 3 entries, so 1, 2, 3. Tommy has 2, 1 and 2. Eric has 5 total entries. So, and then we've got Hillary has 3, and then we've got me with 12, and Dale with 1, and Chris with 1. And I just want to say, like, I was definitely looking at this. I would like to win in the future, but regardless, even if it was $10 per month and all I got was something painted per month, honestly, it would be worth it for me. So thanks so much to everyone who participated. And it honestly, I was looking forward to it. This whole thing came about from Jason, who said who heard of this idea that an online retailer used to do. And so we've kind of co-opted it and changed it into something that works as a group as opposed to a retailer doing it. But I was excited to do it. But then once we did it, now I don't want it to ever end, because I am consistently not just getting stuff painted for this competition, but getting it painted aside from that. I'm getting other things painted as well. Like I plan on the future, maybe in the next one, I'll show all the stuff that I got painted besides the models that I actually entered. So anyway, here we go, guys. It's time. Pray to whichever god you follow, and in whichever faction you follow. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, bam. Oh, here we go. Okay, I can't see it. Matthias 12. Congrats, buddy. Congratulations. Awesome. You had you got the maximum amount of entries, so that's it. Good job. So that's it, guys. I'm going to arrange to meet with Matthias, and I'll hand it over to him. I think I can't remember where he lives, but we'll figure it out. If not, I'll mail it to him or something. Hey, yeah, nice. Now they're seeing it. Yeah, congrats, buddy. So yeah. Well, anyway, thanks, guys, for hanging out, and yeah, I'll see you. Yeah, his last entry. Yeah. So if you had Well, yeah, 11, which you can't have, but if you had, then you wouldn't have won it. Nice. It's his second draw he's ever won, he says. So that's good. Congrats. Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you next time.